Recently, we have attended and covered an event. This was called as the Anime Idol Convention. What is this event and what are the things we can expect? Find out here in this episode of Hobby Talking by Inori Donz. Hobby Talking. Anime Idol Convention, or AICON, is a one-day anime-related social event produced and organized by Pygmalia, an organizing group. AICON promotes an event which is dedicated for cosplayers, idols and performers, otaku and anime enthusiasts, and some hobbyists who can able to show their love and support for their idol Oshi, and to meet their fellow fans and circles who are supporters for these idols. This event will introduce at least 20 plus booths and exhibitors, and a total of at least 10 plus performers who would join the contest to showcase their talents in singing and dancing. They also have guest performers who would join to sing and dance too. Just like your usual local free or paid anime convention events, they also have booths and exhibits, which would sell some goods like cosplay photos, magazines, and other services like cosplay photo shoots. Anime Idol Convention is ideal for people who love anime idols and music. The event would feature and showcase idol-themed anime series ranging from The Idol Master, Love Live, Idolish 7, Pre-Para, and many more. What makes a unique anime-related social event like AICON? We're going to have some exclusive voice interview. Of course, we're going to interview one of the representatives for Pygmalia, the organizers behind Anime Idol Convention 2026. Hi, Miss Pao.
Hello.
It's good to have you here in this episode, or rather a coverage for AICON 2026. Okay, so what makes your event a unique one from the usual local anime conventions here in the country?
Actually, for Pygmalia events in general, our events mainly involves in themes. Like for example, in AICON, our main theme is idol. So that's one of the primary things that makes it unique. Because with the themes, it's more fandom-centric. So talagang we cater to a specific target audience. Like for example, AICON is idol fans. Because kami rin kasi as an organizer, we're very multi-fandom. Ang dami naming favorite series and different genres. So, idols is just one of them na kaya namin siya nagawa. Unlike the actual anime conventions, pinaka-strong point neto is yung program kasi we want to deviate from the usual program na kung saan may mga contest, ganyan. On our end, ginawa namin siya concert style. So, talagang alam mo yung pag nagpa-perform yung mga idols, sunod-sunod yung performances. And then, of course, nagkakaroon na lang ng MC Corners to interview and at least give highlights sa mga idols natin. Kasi again, in this event, we also want to highlight that everyone can be an idol.
Yun. So, everyone can be an idol. So, bukod sa pagtatagisan ng galing sa stage, they showcase their talents, at the same time, yung kanilang hobbies and interests when it comes to idol fandom. There are a total of at least 10 performers who have joined the contest in order to showcase their talents in singing and dancing. As they have performed on the stage, their nervousness are fading out, and fans are waving their pen lights to cheer for them. So then, let's have some one-shot interviews with some of the performers here.
So actually, I'm very nervous, of course, since the fact that I'm the first performer on the stage, but I'm really happy that I was able to pull it off. But most importantly, the important of performing there on stage is to spread the love of Love Live. So I really do hope that after my performance, people will start curious and watch Love Live in all generations.
When I first stepped on the stage, of course, I felt a bit nervous because it's also my first time performing and competing in Anime Idol Convention. But then after a while, I calmed down and I actually felt good performing also.
So far, Icon for me was a blast since it's my first time. Seeing a lot of idol enthusiasts makes my heart very doki-doki. Nakakataba ng puso na ang dami kong kapwa na fans ng mga other idol animes. Tapos, yung performance ko, grabe, kinabahan ako actually. Like, nagkaroon pa ako ng panic attack before, but yeah, luckily, I pulled it off. Marami naman din nakuha, and thank you din pala sa pag-support ninyo. And to Natsu Pro din, thank you very much for the opportunity sa pag-sponsor sa event dito sa Icon.
How long does it take for you to organize an event like this?
Usually, around mga 6 months to 1 year din. So, if ever when we're planning an event, we make sure na at least ahead talaga kami pagdating sa pag-set ng mga timelines ng mga events namin.
So, ganun pala katagal mag-organize ng event. Usually, it will take half a year
Yeah, half a year.
to plan everything. Ayan. So, ganun pala kapag mag-organize ng event.
Finally, we have some winners in the contest. Let's interview one of them who have won.
The winner is
So, first time, although second time ko na nag-attend or nag-join ng Icon solo competition. Tapos, first time ko manalo. And I am very grateful and honored kasi it's a very nice start of the year for me since ito yung first event ko for 2026 and I'm really grateful and happy kasi itong costume na to and itong character na to is very close to my heart, very important to me. And si Mona yung isa sa mga nag-inspire sa akin lalo na don't give up tapos mag-pursue further sa idol careers ko. So, ayun, I'm very happy.
Will you ever organize anime idol convention on the next year? And what are the things to expect for the next year's event? What else do we have to expect aside from we watch idols and other performers who sing and dance on the stage?
So, if ever man na meron, of course, we want to keep the Icon tradition alive wherein lahat may chance na makapag-perform. That's number one. And another thing is yung sa fandom representation. Like, we want to make sure na at least bawat idol fandoms na meron, well represented sila. And yung mga fans, magkaroon din ng chance to express yung love nila for those fandoms. As well as sa program, well, it's more on, I guess I'm excited if ever mayroong mga gusto ulit mag-perform sa Icon. I'm looking forward what kind of series and what kind of performances they will be having at least. Kasi that's also one of the primary highlight din na talagang pinaka nagiging heart ng event. And another thing is, of course, yung sa mga artists and exhibitors natin na nag-a-add din ng color talaga sa convention. Kasi kulang ang convention without them, di ba? Kung ano man yung gusto ng audience, we're also open to suggestion. Kasi usually, we take feedbacks naman din and we consider yung mga comments nila para if ever kung may mga gusto sila i-add sa we will see kung applicable siya sa event.
Ayun, so ganun. Wala. So, those are the things na kumbaga we have to expect for next year's Anime Idol Convention kung meron man.
Kung meron.
So, kung meron.
What makes Anime Idol Convention exciting and memorable? Was it probably the performers who were indeed ready to shine? Even though they can win or lose, at least their talents were showcased, and people who gave love and support to them will even try to root for them more. If you have a particular idol or performer that you are supporting today, who is he or she, and why?
So any message that they want to tell to your viewers who are now watching in this episode?
First of all, sobrang thank you sa pag-attend ng Icon. Sobrang, hindi ko alam kung paano express yung overwhelming feelings na makita pa lang yung attendees na sobrang excited dito sa event. Sobrang ano na yun eh. Masaya na kami agad kasi yun nga, we started Icon as a group of friends na kasi kami mismo, cosplayers and fans lang naman din kami. And yung type of event na gusto namin makita kasi sa usual anime convention is something na hindi naman nakikita. So, actually Icon was born dahil sa gano'n na gusto lang din namin maka-express ng different kind of events as well as ma-share yung love na yon sa fellow fans. Kumbaga sabihin natin, our events is the biggest form of oshikatsu that we can do as fans.
So thank you very much, Miss Pao, for your message. And remember that to follow their event page then, yung nasa video description, yung Anime Idol Convention. So thank you, Miss Pao, one of the representatives for Pygmalia. Ayan.
And this wraps up the coverage episode of this awesome event. Thank you for watching Hobby Talk. I'm your navigator, Inori Donz, and I am saying that all of our hobbies do have their own stories. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe.